My child, be still. Pause for a moment. Quiet the noise around you. Silence the rush of your thoughts. Lay down the urgency that has been driving you from one moment to the next. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble into this message. You were not randomly scrolling. You were not wandering aimlessly through the noise of your day. I guided you here. I ordered your steps long before you were aware you needed direction. I marked this moment before time ever brushed against your life. I knew the exact second you would arrive here. And I brought you here because you are standing at the edge of something sacred. You have believed you were waiting, but you were being positioned. You have believed you were delayed, but you were being developed. You have believed you were overlooked, but you were being prepared for placement. Listen carefully now, because this is not casual. This is not ordinary. This is not entertainment. This is activation. You have asked me for a sign. In the quiet places of your heart, you whispered, "Lord, are you still with me? Have you forgotten me? Do you still see me?" And I answer you now, I have never taken my eyes off you. Not for a second. Before you ever felt the ache in your chest. Before discouragement tried to settle into your bones. Before the tears fell when no one else was watching. I had already written this moment into your story. You thought you were waiting in a long line. You watched others move ahead. You saw doors open for them. You celebrated their victories while quietly wondering when your name would be called. You smiled on the outside while inside you wrestled with the question, when is it my turn? You felt like you were standing in the back. Forgotten. Invisible. Pushed aside. But what you did not see is that while you were measuring time, I was rearranging order. While you believed you were last, I was positioning you to be first. The waiting was not punishment. The delay was not rejection. The silence was not absence. It was construction. It was strengthening. It was sacred shaping. Every unanswered prayer stretched your faith. Every closed door built endurance in your spirit. Every tear softened parts of your heart that had grown guarded. You thought I was still. I was strategic. You thought nothing was happening. I was aligning pieces you could not see. Conversations were shifting. Hearts were being softened. Obstacles were being quietly removed. Attacks were being intercepted before they ever reached you. There were battles you never knew existed because I fought them on your behalf. There were dangers you never saw because angels stood guard over you. There were paths you almost took that would have wounded you deeply, but I closed those doors. You thought I was withholding. I was protecting. You thought I was ignoring. I was refining. I saw the nights you lay awake, staring into darkness while your thoughts grew louder than the silence around you. I saw you replay conversations. I saw you question yourself. I saw you examine your mistakes and wonder if the delay was somehow your fault. You whispered prayers that barely had words. Sometimes all you could say was my name. Sometimes all you could manage was a sigh. Do you think I did not understand those prayers? Your silence spoke louder than eloquent sentences. Your tears carried language heaven fully understood. Not one tear fell without being noticed. Not one cry was ignored. Not one moment of doubt disqualified you. You have been in a season of stretching. And stretching is uncomfortable. When a vessel is enlarged, it feels pressure before it feels increase. But without stretching, there is no capacity. Without capacity, there is no ability to carry greater blessing. If I had answered you months ago, you would not have been ready. The blessing would have overwhelmed you. The responsibility would have crushed you. But now, you are different. The waiting matured you. The silence deepened you. The delay purified your motives. You learned to seek me, not just the outcome. You learned to sit with me even when nothing moved. You learned to trust my character more than your circumstances. That transformation could not happen overnight. It required time. It required surrender. It required endurance. And you endured. You continued to pray when logic said quit. You continued to believe when evidence said stop. You continued to hope when disappointment knocked repeatedly. That endurance positioned you. And now hear this clearly. You are first in line. Spiritually, your name has been called. Heaven knows your name. There is divine order in my kingdom, and I determine that order, not circumstances, not popularity, not human approval. And in this hour, you have been positioned at the front. This is not about comparison. This is not about competition. This is about calling. There are gates in heaven that do not open by accident. They open by command. And in this hour, I am giving the command. While you believed you were standing outside closed doors, I was bringing you to the entrance. While you counted how long it had been, I was counting how strong you had become. While you measured days, I measured readiness. And readiness has matured. The waiting season is ending. The release season is beginning. You may already sense it. The heaviness is lifting. The constant pressure is loosening. There is a subtle calm where anxiety once lived. That is not imagination. That is movement. Chains are breaking in the unseen before they shatter in the visible. Fear is losing authority. Old patterns are being interrupted. Cycles that repeated for years are being dismantled. You fought battles you did not even know had names. But I knew them, and I am tearing them down. The miracle you are waiting for is not distant. It is already in motion. You expected gradual improvement. I am preparing sudden shift. You anticipated slow relief. I am orchestrating swift reversal. What looked like decline